Glad to be back in Florida where I have good internet, as we were just discussing. I tried to do a class from the farm and it was terrible. I don't think the recording worked. I don't think you can watch it at all. I should delete it. This is going to be an all-around practice, mixing up all kinds of stuff, just to kind of reset. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start our reset by settling in to this moment. Find yourself a comfortable position on your mat, and let's just take a few minutes here to arrive. And as you slow down and begin to notice the breath and what is present in the room you're in the space you're in, I also want to bring attention that we can be the witness, that there is a space where we can kind of step back and see our life. This place of mindfulness. Where we can notice, we can become curious. Noticing what is. With love, compassion, and acceptance. Not only noticing what's going on in the external world, but also your internal world. From this place of mindfulness, the witness, let us begin our practice with 3 breaths. We inhale in community and just gently, however feels right, just let that slowly out. Again, we inhale. And exhale. One more time. And with that next breath, let us open our eyes and raise our arms to the sky. We inhale, reaching up, and exhale, letting the hands come down. Again, inhale up and exhale down. Leaving your hands where they are, we're going to look toward our right knee, and then we're going to drop our chin down, scoop across the front, and come up to the left. So we're going to making these. Drop the chin over the left knee, swoop it across the front of the mat, and then up the right. Finding some mobility in the spine. One more time. And pause. Let's leave that left hand where it is as we reach the right hand up and over. And when you come here to this side body stretch, I want you to really sense the right shoulder dropping, the chin lifting so that we find space in the front body, as if you're trying to shine your chest up to the sky. So really finding the twist and the stretch. There's a tendency to kind of drop that right shoulder forward. So you can really bring it back and find the twist. Letting the weight of this right hand open further. And then bring it back down, and let's do the opposite side. Left hand up again. Finding the twist in the opening. The sits bones stay glued to the earth. The weight of the hand and arm help open and stretch. Shining the heart to the sky. Eyes can gaze up. And bring that hand down. Let's bring both hands up one more time, and then reach them forward and roll over our knees. I want to start out with another pretty big twist. Let's bring our whole front of our bodies to the mat, i.e. lay your belly on the earth. From here, we're going to bring the right knee up, and then come up on the right hand, so you create this space under your right armpit, and then we're going to reach the left hand through there, and we're going to roll back so that you're opening again, chest to the sky as you drop this right shoulder back. So just experiment how much this twisting, opening is happening. Maybe both shoulders can come to the earth. Not so much for me right now. It's early in the practice, and this is a very big twist. And just see where this right hand wants to be. You can drop to the side or above. And let's just rest into this big twist. So optimally, the right knee staying down, the left hip is staying down, and we're twisting the core of the body. So these are really great yin poses, poses that you just relax into and hold for 2 to 3 minutes. Not really leading the yin practice, I wanted to just do a few good long yin stretches at the beginning. So then slowly untwist as you roll back, place the right elbow down, and untwist your body. Straighten out that right leg, bring the left knee up. Come up with the left palm, slide the right hand through that opening, and unfurl the upper body. Finding the twist. Hip stays on the earth, left knee stays on the earth. Now if you're really flexy, you can bend, I forgot to say this on the other side, you can bend the right foot and let the left hand come down and grab that foot. It's called grabbing the tail of the cat or something, people call it that. So that's an option. So if you play with this again, you can do that on the other side since I forgot. It's a pretty big stretch. Big twist for first thing in the practice. And see if you can come back to that witnessing mind, that mindfulness, following one breath after another. Noticing what is. A few more breaths here. And then let's slowly untwist. Straighten both legs and come into Sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, forearms on the mat, open the heart, lift the chest. So we did a lot of twisting, now we're opening, strengthening the back. See if you can engage your legs so that these legs back here, the muscles are tight. As we say, the kneecaps are lifted, meaning we've engaged the quads, back of legs. Keep lifting with the crown of the head. And then let's slowly roll it back down. Pull your hands back by your ribs, and let's come up to all fours. Find that spinal undulation, tailbone to the crown of the head, engaging neck, upper back, mid back, lower back, and wiggle that tailbone. And then let's find some nice cats and cows, really feeling the fullness of these simple poses. The belly dropping, the chin lifting, the eyes gazing up. And then the rounding of the back as your eyes gaze back. You really push into the palms to open that space between the shoulder blades so the tailbone tucks down. Alternating at the speed that feels right to you. And from here, come to a neutral spine, reach the right foot back, and then take that right, toes are pointed down, look over your left shoulder and tap that right toe to the edge of the mat or even off the mat. And then we're gonna make rainbows with our foot. So you're gonna lift that foot up, 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 make an arc, and then touch it down on the right side off the mat. Up, arc, left, and follow it. So look over the left shoulder, big arc, touch it down to the right. Now maybe you can touch it down all the way perpendicular. Just see what feels right to you. Tap. Finding the taps. It is pouring rain here. We have a big old thunderstorm. Noticing what's going on outward and then inward. I joke that anytime the humidity reaches into the low 90s or maybe even the high 80s, it has to rain again in the summer. It's crazy. One more time, both ways. Whoop. Tap. Reach it straight back and send it down. Maybe a little wiggle there before we go to the other side. Left foot back, toes point down, heel reaches out, then look over the left. Tap it down, and now you know what you're doing. Up, 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 high, and make that big arc. Tap. Look one way and the other. So starting out with some yin poses, some nice slow flow poses, bringing consciousness and mindfulness to our movements. Boop. Making booping sounds is optional, but you might find it enlivened your practice. One more time each way. Whoop. And then reach it straight out and set it down. Let's reach those hips back. One little kind of yawn of a child pose. Walking fingertips forward. Let's come up on all 10 fingers, opening those shoulders. And then, once you're up on all 10 fingers, walk the fingertips toward each other to get even a bigger opening. Snugging those upper arms by the ears. And then lift the head, shift the weight forward. Again, find all fours. Let's tuck the toes and find our first downward dog. Heels reach back, bend and stretch as I say. Oh, belly to thighs, heels to the earth. Tailbone reaches up. That slight bend in the knees. Easing yourself into deeper and deeper downward dog. Loosen the neck. Maybe yes and no. Shaking the head. Pushing into the base of the fingers in the palm. And then shift forward. We're going to do knee hover, all fours, and downward dog. Knee hover and downward dog. So that belly pulls to the spine in the all fours, hovering. Really engaging that core. One more time. Downward dog. And then let's look up between those thumbs and walk, step, or jump to that spot. Finding our first forward fold. Let's bring the big toes together, heels slightly apart, drop the crown of the head, and reach, bend, and stretch here, finding that forward fold. Hands on the earth. And then from here, let's bring our hands through the center. So fingertips touch as if you're scooping something up. Pull it up through the middle. Ooh. Okay, I have a weird ink. Sorry, had to pause there. Through the center, hands come up. Reach them up, fingertips still touching, then turn the fingers inside out. And then out to the sides. Let's inhale here, halfway. Inhale out. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth. Walk, step, jump back to that plank. This is our first plank. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows pull in, slightly shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale our first cobra, our up dog. We already did a little opening. And over the toes, back to down dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot between the thumbs. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the hands through the center. We come up, 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 up. Turn them inside out. Little yawn there, pushing the palms to the sky. Hands come down to the sides. Inhale, halfway. Inhale, halfway out to the side. Inhale, hands all the way up, little back bend. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway again. Hands to the earth, walker step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna flow through that one more time. Inhale, to walk, step, or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands through the center, drawing the energy up. Push it out through the crown. Hands come down and around. Inhale here. Inhale here. Inhale all the way and forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump back to plank. Pause. Place the left hand be right in front of the face and roll to the outside of the left foot and reach right hand up. We're just going straight into full side plank. I know the people who are on this morning. If you want to modify, put the left knee down. Otherwise, reach that hand over the head. We've already opened this chest. Remember that move? Drop the right shoulder back. Holding here in side plank. Right hand up. Right hand drops down. Come back to neutral plank. Then move the right hand in front of the face. Roll to the outside of the right pinky toe. Left hand up. Drop that left shoulder back. Shine the heart to the sky, reach the hand over the head, keep lifting this left hip, engaging the core. Left hand up, and turn back to plank. Adjust and lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Always modify so the practice works for your body on this day. From here, we're gonna lift that right foot to the sky, right knee to the nose, three-legged plank, hover for 5. Keep pushing, 4. Push away from the mat, 3, 2, 1, pull it in, and put the foot between the hands. Let's drop that left knee and the left top of the foot and find the twist here. Reach the right hand up. Now if you're like, I don't feel like modifying, you can go ahead and tuck that left toe and come up into the full variation. Again, this right shoulder is dropping back. Find the deep twist here. Coming back, drop the right hand down. Center yourself. Reach the hands back. Coming up for a high lunge variation. Hands are back by the hips, pinkies up. Knee is over ankle. Eyes gaze forward. And then let's bring those hands up as we stack head, chest, and hips. Keep that back leg engaged. Sink a little deeper. And then let's drop our hands, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Gonna do the same thing other side. Left foot to the sky, left knee to the chest, three-legged plank. Keep pulling that knee up, pushing into the palms, rounding between the shoulder blades. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that knee up higher, step it up. Leaving the right hand there, let's reach the left hand up. Again, you can drop that knee if you want. Left shoulder reach back, shine the heart to the sky. Back leg engaged. And drop the left hand. Turn the chest back to the top of the mat. Reach the hands back as we lift. Peel that chest up. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's reach those hands up. Drop the hips. Strong body in this high lunge. Lots of balancing, lots of strength, lots of stretching going on. One more breath. Drop the hands. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Hold here in down dog. Forgot to click one button, so I'm going to do that. Keep holding that down dog. Is a resting pose. Shake out the head again. See if your heels are reaching a little further back. Let's lift all 10 toes. We'll do a little toe yoga. Gaze back there at those toes. Then push the big toes in. Push hard, hard, hard. Push big toes in and the other 8 are up. Engage, engage, engage. And then switch. 8 toes push in and the big toes reach up. And switch 8 toes up, big toes in. See if you can really grip with the big toes. Keep them engaged. And switch, big toes up, other up. Now we're gonna get crazy. Right toe engages, right big toe engages, and the left fore grab. So we're alternating. Now, right fore grab and the left big toe engages, and others are up. Switch, hopefully I'm making sense. Right big toe and left little fore. One more time, switch. Helps me to look at them. I don't know if I could do it without looking. I should try that next time. And then all 10 up and all 10 down. Look up between those thumbs. Let's walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. Grab those big toes, elbows out, knees bent. And let's see if we can fall a little further into this forward fold. One more breath here. Inhale halfway, still holding onto those toes. Tug with the shoulders. Forward fold again and release. And then let's come all the way up. Mountain pose. Well done. Let your brain re-equilibrate to being upright. Let's go ahead and do some balancing poses. And we'll make them a little more challenging with some hand mudras. So let's shift our weight into our left foot. Bring the right knee up, turn the right knee out. Let's place that right foot on the upper inner thigh. You can always modify, you know the modifications, toe down or put the foot lower. So now the hand modification, we're gonna do a lotus mudra. So the pinky and the thumb come together, the other fingers are splayed like a lotus flower. Bring it down low at your chest. And then we're gonna let that, oh my gosh, am I wiggly? Then we're gonna let that lotus flower lift above our head, above our crown chakra, and hold. And then we're gonna lower it. And then let's reach the hands out, palm, fingertips up. And back, and let's do lotus one more time, up. Find that focal point. And down. Hands out. And drop the hands. And put the right foot down. Maybe shake out the legs before we switch sides. Root through the right foot. Bring the left knee up and the left knee out. And place it for tree pose. Really opening the hip. Hands come together. Pinky come together. Base of the palm and thumb. Fingers are splayed for that lotus mudra on this side. And then we lift it and hold above our heads. Lift, lift, lift right above that crown chakra. It looks like there's maybe a crown over our head. And then we're gonna bring it down, back to the chest and belly. Hands out, pushing like there's pushing on the walls. Come back, find the mudra again of the lotus and lift. So this is a very slow yin, but with balance. Back to the heart. Hands push out. And drop our arms and set that foot down. Well done. While we're up here, Let's come to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Hands on hips. Bring that right knee up again, bouncing on left foot. Except this time, kick out the right foot. Lift those toes high, 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 high. Even if it's just over the earth. Just see where you can go. Then bend it. Kick it through. Kick it all the way back. And reach the hands back. Point that toe, just to be a little different. So we're in Warrior 3. And then let's step back and put the heel down. We're gonna mix it up and go to Warrior 2. We turn our hips to the long side of the mat and reach our arms out, palms down, and look over the left middle finger. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then turn the hips to the front, finding your Warrior 1. Much like high lunge, but that heel is down. Chest reaches, turns to the front of the mat again. And then we're going back to Warrior 3. So kind of spring loaded off that right foot. Hands over the head. This time we have hands over the head, Warrior 3. And then bring that knee through as we stand up. Fingertips reach up. And then hands at heart, step that foot down. Pause here. So it's a little warrior flow, but in a different way. Okay, let's do the same thing, other side. Hands on hips. Left knee comes up. Find your balance on the right foot. Kick out through that left heel. See how high you can lift the left toes, keeping hips level. That's why your hands are on your hips, to keep that reminder there. Keep lifting and lifting and lifting. Then swing the knee through without touching. Kick it back or pointing the toe, just to be different. Hands reach back, heart forward. And then we're going to bend a little of the right knee as we step that left foot back. Heels are lined up, heels down. And then we're going to turn to the long side of the mat and drop our hips for Warrior 2. Hands reach out, palms down. Holding. Go ahead and turn back to Warrior 1. Our hips and shoulders turn to the top of the mat. Hands reach up, drop those hips. Finding our breath, finding that witness. Learning to love what is. And then with a spring-loaded back foot, we launch ourselves up to Warrior 3 with hands over the head this time. And now I'm pointing toes down, but you can play with that back foot just for something different. And then hands up, knee through, hands to heart. Foot comes down. Nice job. Pausing. Let's pause in a resting pose here, meaning go ahead and bring big toes together, heels slightly apart, shoulders drop down and back, palms forward, mountain pose, crown of the head is lifting. Let your eyes close. Learning to find that same sense of that relaxation, that inward journey in a standing posture. to notice what is. Loving what is. Bringing compassion and kindness to every moment. Then you can go ahead and open your eyes again. We're going to step out to the long side of our mat in a wide angle. Feet are parallel with the short sides of your mat. And we're going to find a forward fold here. So go ahead and open that heart. First we're going to find this, what I call starfish. Then turn the palms up and slightly look up. So there's a tiny bit of a sense of a back bend here in the starfish position, and then hinging at the hips. We're going to drop the chest forward, arms still out, 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 out. Crown of the head points down. I still have my arms out. And then let them kind of come to the outsides of the feet, or maybe the legs. Tuck your fingers in around the feet so that you have a little tug there if you want it. And then see if you can come a little deeper into this forward fold. You can experiment with bending and straightening the legs, rocking, wiggling, seeing if you can sink a little deeper. Deep stretch, wide angle, forward fold, standing. Go ahead and lift your heart and then place your hands in front of your face. And then this time we're going to do one more variation of this pose. Walk the hands back, back, back. Fingertips keep pointing forward. Back, back, back. You'll know how far back you can go. Back. And then keeping the forearms parallel, bend the elbows and drop the head. One more breath there. Then walk the hands forward again, lift the heart. We're going to go ahead and click the heels, but just turn the heels one click in, and then we're going to drop the hips over to the right side and bring the left toe up. So you get to decide how deep this is. It can be up here. Listen to your knees and hips. And then we're going to rock side to side. Whoop. Right toe up, drop the hips on this side. You can sit back, kind of finding different spots on your foot. Heel to toe, changing the stretch, back and forth. You can stay up on the ball of this foot if that's what feels right for your knee, hip, ankle. And then come back center, click them a few more clicks in. Drop your hips for yogic squat, yogi squat, and then lift your heart. Bring your hands to your chest. Really good today wasn't one of my biking or walking days because it is really pouring. Usually it doesn't rain here until afternoon, but it is pouring. Lift the crown of the head, plant the tailbone, let your eyes close. Breaths. 2, and 1. Open your eyes and drop your hips. And we're gonna go ahead and stretch the left leg out and bring the right foot to the inside thigh and press, and the right knee is out. So it's like half wide angle. Hopefully this is making some sense. We're now going to take the left elbow. You can put it on the knee or on the outside so that our forearm and shin kind of are parallel. But here again, we're doing the side stretch one more time. Again, don't drop this right shoulder. That's not what I want. I want you to really rotate the chest open. Reach the hand over the head. So you may not go as far. So like when I go like this, I'm like, oh look, I can do it. But if I'm really opening here and stretching this way, I'm up much higher. So it's a different stretch. Left toe is up, the weight of this hand and arm, much like we did seated. Hips stay grounded. Big side opening. Keep opening the heart to the sky. And let's come back up center, pausing here to re-equilibrate. And I want you to bend this left knee. Okay? So this right knee didn't change. We bent the left knee and pulled this left foot back. Now we're going to turn to the right. And we're going to walk our body forward here. And maybe you can come to a block. Maybe you can rest your head on your stacked palms. Maybe you can turn. You can do so to get more of a twist. You can put your right ear down, but for the biggest twist, you can put your left ear down and look to the right. Feel that? A little different. Listening to the earth, listening to the rain. And then when you're ready, come on back up. Turn your chest to the front. And then we're going to switch sides. So straighten the right leg out to the corner of the mat and bring this left foot to the thigh. Wiggle a little, stacking hips, chest, and head. Get a nice, long, tall spine. And then the back of this right hand touches the knee, the shin, to the outside. And again, don't drop that left shoulder. Roll it back. Peel that chest open to the sky. Or reach that left hand up and over. Holding, keep opening the heart. Opening the heart. That's more important than bringing that foot down there. That hand to the foot, which is, often I fall into this. I want to be like, I can do it, I can do it. But notice, again, I drop that shoulder. So, purposely a different kind of stretch here. So that we really are getting this stretch along the side body. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more, and come up, pause. And then bend the right knee. We don't change the left. Tuck it back, and then turn to the left. Looking at that side of the mat. Walk your body down. And then decide, am I resting my forehead on palms, a block, my forearms? Am I looking to the right? Can I look to the left I can't quite get my ear down, almost. Side of the forehead to the mat. You just find how big of a twist you can find here. That still finds comfort because we're going to hold it for a bit. Three more breaths. 2 and 1. Untwist, slowly walk your hands back up. And then let's place both feet in front of us. Oh, look at that. Let's go ahead, running out of time. Let's go ahead and come to our backs. Oh my gosh. Massage that back. We've done a lot of twisting. Go ahead, rock and roll here. Now I want to invite you, I'm going to put a block where I can reach it. Multiple options again. You can do legs up the wall, supported legs up the wall, meaning putting a block here and then put your legs up. So kind of a waterfall. But I'm also going to invite those who can to come in. So we're going to bring our knees toward chest, then go ahead and roll those hips up and walk the elbows in and find support here on the lower back. Our knees are kind of bent over the face in a modified plow. Once you get your arms really situated, then go ahead and you can lift one leg and the other, or both legs, to come in to supported shoulder stand. And then once you're here, really push the back ahead, the head in the mat. So the things that are touching the mat, the backs of my arms, the shoulder blades, and the back of my head, but really not my spine. Keep reaching up through those toes. Pushing in the back of the head. Then slowly, let's slowly, keeping the hips where they are, drop the feet over the head. And you'll know if you can keep them straight or if they need to bend. And then some people can bend straight in their arms or interlace their fingers for plow. If you bend your knees really deeply, you can hug your knees to the ears. Different variations. It's a big stretch. When you're done, slowly roll your way down with your knees bent. Whoop. Coming back to your whole of your back. Let's reach those hands over the head for a nice stretch. Palms reach up, and then reach the heels down, toes point, big stretch. And then let's lift toes and hands and head and touch, and back down. You decide how this is going to be. Touch, and back down. Touch, and back down. Leave the hands where they are. We're going to lift the right foot up. And then hover the left. And we'll do scissors, but with hover. Alternating. Toes are pointed. Modify if you need to. You can do bicycle pedaling. knees to the chest and bring our hands back to our knees. Rock and roll. Let's go ahead and place our heels by our hips. Drop the hands. You can grab the ankles or press the palms into the mat. And lift the hips and come into a bridge pose, lifting hips. We're gonna hold, keep lifting with the belly button and hip pointers. Keep holding a little longer than you're used to. 5. Lift higher. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly roll it back down. Windshield wiper the knees. One side and the other side. Knees back to the chest. Little circles. So we did a lot of big twists. Let's go ahead. Bring your feet to the outside of the mat. Drop the left knee so it points straight down the mat. The right knee's out to the side. And then we're going to bring the right hand up in a cactus pose and bring the left hand down. And it, just like we did kind of before, you can grab the left hand to the left foot. So it's similar to what we did before, but different. That one where I said the cat grabbing the tail. And you can modify this certainly. This is just a twist on our back, different variation. You can experiment where you want your head, looking to the right, looking up, looking to the left. And then we're going to switch sides. The right knee drops down, left knee out to the side, and then flip-flop the hands. Right hand comes down and maybe grabs that foot, or maybe just stays here. Left hand up. And again, experiment where you want your eyes, and then close them. And coming back center. Again, a little wiggle, a little massage here. And then coming into any last poses that your body desires. And then finishing with happy baby. Soles of the feet to the sky. Knees are pulling towards shoulders. good. Rock, roll, stretch. And then bring knees back together, wrap those arms around the knees, reach your nose to your knees and your chin, and hug and squeeze and love this body you've been blessed with. Maybe you can give it a kiss. Say, I love you. I love you. And squeeze even tighter. And then come into Shavasana. Finding yourself in a very comfortable, relaxed position. Maybe it's a starfish. Maybe you want to touch your body in some way, sending it love or healing. Just trust that whatever shape you find is the right shape. And once you find that shape, go ahead and take some deep sighs. Giving yourself that sign that, now we are relaxing. Scanning the body for any last tension. Breathing into that space, relaxing it deeper. You know, wiggle it to bring attention to it, and then let it go. Noticing the weight of your body on the earth as gravity pushes us into the mat, the weight of the arms and the legs, the places where the bones touch the mat, the hips, the shoulders, the back of the head. Maybe there's parts of your spine. Relax a little deeper. And as we rest in Shavasana, I'll mind the time as you relax. From this place of deep relaxation, bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly as we bring awareness again to the breath. loving what is, loving this moment, this breath, this heartbeat, loving the sounds around us. And then reaching the hands over the head. Give yourself one more big yawn, a stretch as you roll to your right side. Bring your head to your upper arm, your knees toward your chest as we pause here for gratitude. Gratitude, appreciation. Whatever comes to your mind, again, know that those are the perfect things for you to be grateful for today. There's no right or wrong in any of this. Just what is. And I love the rain for the rain, not judging it or wishing it were different. Bringing that attitude to your life, to the people in it, the things in it. When you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position. This time we will bring our hands to our heart, palms pressed lightly together, thumbs on the chest, and we'll take 3 breaths together in community. We inhale through the nose, and we exhale an audible ah. This time you can decide, is it an ooh, an oh, an om? Om is the universal sound. One more time. That spirit, that light in me honors that in every single one of you. Thanks for showing up for your practice, for bringing more love and kindness to the world. Namaste. And I will see you on Tuesday. Right here, same place, same time. Okay, stop that. Thanks all of you over there in Facebook land.